Yesterday's gone. Today is a brand new day. Don't let whatever happened yesterday mess up today. Hello everyone, SemiRetiredBob here. I talk about the carnivore diet, all things related to the carnivore diet, and miscellaneous odds and ends. Today we're going to talk about messing up, and I got a couple other little topics we might talk about. Depending on how much time this takes and whether or not I slip and fall. As you can see, the sun is out, but we are mostly cleaned up on the sidewalks from the snowstorm. It is Saturday, so don't forget to drop down in the comments and report your weekly wins. For me, pretty much the same as it's been for the last couple of Saturdays. I'm getting out here walking every day, regardless of the weather. This is no excuses January for our walking challenge. No excuses at all. I'm walking kind of slow today, and I don't know exactly how far I'm going to get because the last couple of days have been quite the deal. It's been, 2 days ago I got rid of the slush on my driveway with the shovel, which was really heavy, hard work. And then, as you saw in Thursday's video, I cleared the driveway and still went out for a walk. So I'm not going to lie to you, I'm a little bit tired and sore today. Not sore like I injured something, just a lot of heavy work kind of sore. And I got to get used to this time of year because that sun is directly behind me right now. And it's just 10:30 in the morning. But I wanted to get out here and get this walk in while it's just, it's now the high temperature of 22 degrees. And the real test of no excuses is coming. They revised the forecast so that by Sunday, the high temperature here is supposed to be -10. So we'll see what happens. And that's part of why I wanted to get my driveway cleared off as well as I did, and the sidewalks, because after today, once the temperature drops, salt's not going to work. Everything's going to be frozen in place, and it's going to stay that way for quite a while. Oh boy, that's icy. I'm going to go over here and walk in the snow. Yeah, some people did not do as good a job with their driveway and sidewalks as I do. So I have to, sorry I'm not looking right at the camera. I'm kind of keeping an eye on where I'm going. Any place there's still a little bit of snow cover at this temperature, it's fairly solid, and I'm getting good traction out of these boots. I'm not wearing my spikes today just because I wanted to see how these boots did. And they're doing very well. But nothing does really well on straight ice. So as I approach places that look like they might have just be wet or have some black ice, I'm going kind of slow and taking it easy. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by. Basically, what you're watching here is you're watching me walk. 20 months ago, I couldn't do this. I could barely stand for 2 to 2.5 minutes without severe pain. Now I'm out here walking every day. Some days farther than others, some days faster than others. But I am out here walking. So help me get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. Why don't you go ahead and hit that thumbs up, drop down in the comments and say hi, Bob. If you're new here and you've got a weekly win, Drop down in the comments and tell me what your weekly win is. Consider subscribing. All of those things are absolutely free and help get the word out that it's never too late to change your life. I'm 60 years old. I'm doing stuff I couldn't do when I was 40. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. I hope I'm in focus, because with the sun where it is, I can't see my camera at all. All I see is a big black square in front of me. Now let's turn down the hill here. Okay. I still can't see. That sun's really bright, which makes it nice out for, being 22 degrees. But yeah, let's get on into this thing, because I still see, particularly I saw a comment yesterday, which by the time you're seeing this was actually on Tuesday. I saw a comment that they'd gone completely off the rails over the holidays and they're struggling to get back in. Rome wasn't built in a day, guys. Don't worry about it. If you had trouble over the holidays and now I'm kind of going really slow here because I'm going downhill. But, yeah, there's, don't beat yourself up. You know what to do. And I understand, if you have one of those periods where you've fallen off the wagon, it can be hard to get back to straight carnivore, because the sugar cravings, when you go off the wagon and eat, you spent the Christmas holiday eating all of the sugary treats and stuff, it can be very hard to get back in to what makes you feel the best. But beating yourself up about it is not productive. It doesn't help you at all. All it does is get that circle spinning in your mind where you think about what you should have done, what you could have done. Forget about it. Put it out of your mind and just go on with life. You didn't get sick overnight. I certainly didn't get to 360 pounds overnight. And I didn't get back down to the weight I'm at now overnight. I seem to have gotten very fast results compared to a lot of others. But everybody's a little bit different. So just keep on with what you were doing. And don't let the mistakes of yesterday ruin your today. It's not productive, and all it's going to do is hinder your progress further. So just relax, do what you know is right, and if you basically have to start a whole transition period again to get off the carbs and sugary crap, try some pork rinds. Maybe go ahead, I don't know how you're reacting to dairy, but go ahead and get your favorite cheese. Kind of melt it into a little melty dip thing, and dip your pork rinds into that. Have a little bit of that every time you feel like, oh man, I could really go for a cookie right now, or a brownie, or whatever that is. I used to use that a lot when I was feeling the cravings. Pork rinds dipped in cheese. You don't even have to make it a great cheese sauce. Just throw the cheese in the microwave for a few moments till it's melty enough to dip your pork rinds in. Is it the best snack in the world? No. I still like brownies better. but I know the brownies aren't good for me. And contrary to popular belief, it is possible to overeat on snacky foods like that. So, of course, the first thing you want to do when you get one of those cravings is have a pinch of salt. After that, if you're hungry, if you really are hungry, go ahead and make yourself up some burger patties or some bacon and some eggs. Fill yourself up on carnivore foods. And then if you're still, even though you're stuffed, and you know that, my gosh, how am I still craving something? I just ate 2 pounds of ribeye. Well, that's your sugar-addicted brain talking to you. So go ahead and, mix up some kind of a snacky thing with some pork rinds and some cheese or whatever it is that you do. But get a carnivore snack that's kind of a treat. I see a lot of recipes for homemade jerky out there. That might be something you can try too. But that's what I wanted to say to you today about that. Just don't let the mistakes of yesterday ruin today. Don't get down on yourself. Just keep pushing forward. One step at a time, one meal at a time, one day at a time, 1% better at a time. The other quick topic I wanted to cover before I turn the camera around, and I know I'm probably already running a little long because I'm walking so slow, but there's a lot of, I'm getting quite a few questions, not so much on the YouTube channel, but out on the Facebook group, and I see it pretty much all over the internet. There's a lot of people that are asking about, timing meals to work out and how to get the best, maximization of the use of your protein from workouts. And I asked Jonathan about this. If you guys aren't following Jonathan over at Carnivore Muscle, you should be, because he is a great source of information of this. But the bottom line on all of this, if you are, like Jonathan, a world-class athlete or bodybuilder, then when you eat your meals and how much you're eating before and after your workouts can make a big difference. If you're in that group, congratulations. Be proud of yourself. You're in that group. But sorry, this is a really icy driveway. I got to pause talking for a second while I watch what I'm doing walking across that driveway. There's a dog over there across the street. But, okay, here's a dry section of sidewalk. Knock the stuff out of my treads of my boots so I get better traction again. Now, that's great. If you're a world-class athlete or a power lifter or actually prepping for a competition or just trying to maintain the great muscles that you've had, then yes, by all means, pay attention to when you're eating and how much you're eating and all that. For the average guy or gal, people like us, we're just everyday people trying to get a little healthier. I'm doing my push-ups, I'm doing my walking, I'm working out on the cable machine, I'm doing all of the stuff and the things, and I am building muscle, but I have no fantasies about becoming a Mr. Universe contestant. I am never going to be the guy that can take his shirt off in public and flex and have everybody go, ooh, look at those muscles. We're just everyday, as Dr. Barry would say, we're just everyday dudes and chicks trying to get a little bit healthier. For us, it doesn't matter. Eat when you're hungry, eat till you're comfortably stuffed, and then go on with your day. Now you can experiment with this a little bit, if you feel better, if you notice you feel better if you eat before your workout, or you might notice that you feel noticeably better if you eat after your workout. Then by all means do that. If something makes you feel better, that's what you should do. But don't stress yourself out over, well, I was watching this guy and he said, that I should have 30 grams of protein before I work out, and then another 40 grams of protein after I work out, and this and that and the other protocol. For most of us, it doesn't really matter. We're just, like I said, everyday dudes and chicks out here trying to get a little healthier. But I think I have talked enough. Oh boy. That was a little slip. These people. I thought I was ashamed of what my sidewalk looked like. But now this makes me feel pretty good about what I did. So I'm going to duck into the shade here so I can see the camera. I'm going to go ahead and turn it around and cue the music here. I'll have some more thoughts when we get back up to the house. Okay, cut the music. Thank you. Hello, everyone. I am back at the house. That was a bit harder. I didn't initially planned on going up the hill and back like I did the other day, but walking on that slippery sidewalk and slipping and not quite falling and doing all that stuff, that should be about enough. I have no idea how much that is. If I remember right, that's like 1.5 miles or 1.6 miles. But whatever it is, I'll put that in about right here. But just to recap today, don't let yesterday's mistake ruin today. Put it behind you and push forward. And unless you're a world-class athlete, or at least a serious lifter, you don't really need to worry about when to time up your meals for your workouts. For everyday Joes like you and me, it doesn't make a huge difference. I hope some of what I said today made sense. Don't forget, get out there, be 1% better. Today, tomorrow, every day. Don't forget, it's Weekly Wins Saturday, so put your weekly wins down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one.